When I left here, I felt great.
Yeah.
And let's see, what did I do? I went home. I was very, couldn't sit still. I made dinner.
I mean, isn't that your nature?
Yeah, it is. I don't sit still, but I was like busier than usual. I have a ferret, kind of ferret-like. You know, like I don't usually sit still, but I was a little bit antsy, I guess. So
Yeah.
I just had to keep moving. So I made dinner and did laundry and, you know, like was playing with the kids. Just
things.
doing a lot of things. Like
Yeah,
like that. Wednesday, what did I do Wednesday? Oh, my sister-in-law had all my nieces and nephews and my kids at my house. And I had to take my dog to get an x-ray. And it was a little hectic, but I left, you know, pretty early and got the dog there and went to work and it was fine. And then the vet called and said that my dog is sick. She had a really high fever and they didn't know why, so they had to do blood work and whatnot. And she has a slip disc in her back.
Ah.
Yeah. And we couldn't really deal with that until, you know, we got rid of her fever and whatever was going on. I think she has Lyme disease.
Oh.
And so they put her on antibiotics, but I got home and along with the 6 kids, there were 3 dogs. And then my sister-in-law, Brian, you know, so it was kind of, you know, they trashed my house. The girls like went through my closet and pulled everything out and I wanted to kill somebody. So that was a little hectic. And then Thursday got back to normal, you know, but and the rest of the week has kind of been, Brian didn't quit. And he was really good for about the first 4 days. I thought he had quit because he didn't go outside. You know, I got rid of all the ashtrays and everything Tuesday morning as if nobody there ever smoked. They were outside, but, you know, they're gone. And the stuff at work. So I thought, because I had told him before, you were not allowed to smoke on the property. Because we didn't smoke in the house. We only smoked outside. So I said, you're not allowed to smoke on the property, not in your truck, not outside, not anywhere. And he didn't for like 4 days. I thought he quit. I didn't say anything. But then I started to smell it on him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I smell cigarettes, you know, which was gross. And it did gross me out, you know. So, and then one of my customers, one of his guys was at my shop and lit up a cigarette. I'm like, no, you can't smoke over here, you know. And that time, because I was at work, it kind of made me want one. But I was like, you know, just go away, put it out, go away, and, you know, whatever. But so, you know, and the funny thing is I don't miss cigarettes and I don't want cigarettes, but what I have craved is my electric one. It doesn't smell yucky. It doesn't taste yucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be controlled by anything.
Yep.
That's the point.
Yep.
But yeah, the actual real cigarettes, I have no craving for, really. You know what I mean? They smell yucky. I don't want them. They're expensive. The smell of them is disgusting.
Yep.
I said to, who did I say to? Oh, my sister-in-law yesterday. I said, is that what I used to smell like? Because Brian, you know, stinks. And she said, no, only when you just would have one, you smelled like that. But, you know, she said, you're going to start to notice some of your stuff, like if you take something out of the car or, and a couple of my friends have been over to my shop and said, this is the first time I've ever been in your office and it didn't smell like smoke. So, and the girl who works for me is happy. She's one of those people who can pick up a cigarette when she's having a couple drinks and then never touch them.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like the smell of smoke, you know, and she's not a smoker, but she's happy that I'm not smoking all over the place anymore.
That's terrific.
Yeah, so it's good.
So what would you say to people that smoke? Go see?
Yeah, because you stink. And you'll feel better, you know. It's funny how sensitive my nose got, though, because I can smell it on Brian very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, like, he'll come home and I can tell he's had one on the way.
Yep.
Because he stinks.
Yep.
And I'm like, ugh, you know. My daughter doesn't know yet because they don't teach that at daycare and whatever. She'll learn in kindergarten.
Yeah. She's
not there yet. But all my nieces and nephews and, you know, my stepson are all, you know, don't smoke.
Yeah.
Because they know. Yeah, they don't, I think when they first learn about it at school, and when you smoke, they come home freaking out, thinking you're going to die, like tomorrow, you know, and they'll say, please don't smoke, you're going to die. My niece, who just turned 12, is the worst, or, you know, was about the smoking. She'd always say, you stink, you smell, and I don't want you to die like grandma, please stop smoking. I have cards from her that say, stop smoking. You know? I mean, like, she was the worst about me not smoking. I haven't announced to everybody that I've quit smoking. And the only reason I don't is because in the past, when you do that, then everybody, when they see you or talk to you, goes, how's it going with the smoking? And I don't want to think about it. Like, I don't want to be reminded of it. Whether it's good or bad or makes me crave it or not, I just don't like to talk about it. So I haven't told anybody, you know, except people who see me every day. But the general public doesn't know. So I didn't make like a big announcement to everybody or anything, you know. My family knows. But
how's food taste?
Food tastes pretty good. Food tastes really good.
How you sleeping?
I have slept really good except for last night. I woke up at 3 a.m. and was up till about 4:35. And then I had that really good sleep when the alarm's going off, and I slept through it for about 20 minutes. You know, because that's the best sleep, is when you're up in the middle of the night and finally go back. But except for last night, I've been sleeping great. I'm always a good sleeper. There's a news show on in the middle of the night. I think it comes on at 2. And when Abby was little and used to get up every 3 hours, I would watch it, you know, in the night because I had to stay awake, you know, to feed her and all that. So now when I wake up, like, I never watch it anymore because she sleeps.
You're a closet soap opera fan, huh?
No, not since high school. But now I get up, you know, so when I see it on and I wake up, it kind of catches me quick. And I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this show in a long time. And it's just, it's news, but it's funny, but, you know, it's kind of different than your average news because it's middle of the night news. So
it's adult.
Yeah, it's adult news.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's what kept me up last night. Unfortunately.
It happens.
But, I mean, it happens occasionally, but usually I'm a pretty good sleeper. I love my sleep. See, it used to be pretty rare that I would get up in the night and go smoke. Because if I did that, it would mean that I'm up once my feet hit the floor. So I've always stayed in bed. And, you know, once in a while, if I was up for 3 or 4 hours and couldn't sleep, I'd get up and stay up. But, you know, I think 5 o'clock is if I'm not back asleep by 5, I get up. Let's see, I've been chewing a lot of gum. To the first day, Wednesday, I said to Rachel, I think I need an oral fixation, the Rachel who works for me. And she was going to the hardware store, and I said, would you get me some gum? You know, I said, give me a couple of packs, you know. And she said, okay. Well, she came back and spent like $15 on gum.
Wow.
She bought me like 8 packs of different kinds with sugar, sugar-free, you know, blow pops, you know, those lollipops with the gum in the middle. She got me a pile of gum. So, because I have it, I'm always stuffing it in my mouth. Well, that's the other thing is, you know, I think it was like March 20th, my friend is like a fitness coach thing. And so she had this challenge, you know, for everybody to do it with her. It was kind of an online thing, but so I started exercising more at the end of March, you know, and trying to eat good because I'm a junk food junkie, and I never exercised in my life, and I never gained weight, so, but age is setting in, and I gained 20 pounds this winter, which is a lot for me. Like, I weighed almost as much as I did when I was pregnant. Well, I've lost like 6 or 7 pounds in the past month because I'm doing the exercise thing and eating better and cutting out the junk food. So now I got a new video that I had ordered, I got it, I don't know, about a week ago. Maybe it was Thursday. So now I'm doing that every day. So my sister when she quit smoking, she turned into a health nut exercise freak because she's very, what do you call that? She's obsessive compulsive. Like, she can't make up her mind. She's always been fearful of being sick. She's a hypochondriac. So when she quit smoking, if she doesn't go to the gym every day, she's a nutcase. You know, she's misfit, doesn't put sugar or dairy and this and that in her mouth. She goes to a nutritionist. I mean, she's like off the charts, you know, but I kind of get now why she likes the exercise thing. you know. Well, I'm not one of those gotta have food all the time. Food is not my thing. Never has been.
Okay.
You know, like I'm not one of those I get upset and eat. I get upset I lose weight because I don't eat. You know, like I'm not. I like my candy and my sugar and my junk food, but food. I'm not a big cook. I'm not like, you know.
You want to stay with that sugar?
No, I mean I have cut a lot of it out.
Okay, I can help you with that.
But you know, I always used cigarettes. Food is not my thing.
Okay.
I don't let my food touch. I have food issues. You know, like I'm very particular about what I eat.
Yep.
I'm a picky eater too. I don't drink soda. I only drink water. I don't drink any of those sugary drinks. I mean, I have sugar in my coffee, but I have one a day. I go all day without eating. I didn't eat yesterday till 5 o'clock at night.
Okay. Let me just do the...
Which is bad too, you know.
Yep.
I keep stuff at work, you know, like I keep oatmeal, rice, like quick things I can microwave there. I have a jar of peanut butter, you know, like, so I keep some stuff at work, sometimes water, but that's it. About once a month when I have PMS. When I have PMS, I get the hungry horrors about the night before or the night of.
Yeah.
I just get the hungry horrors and I do this, but other than that, no. Food is not my thing.
Good. You're the envy of a lot of women.
I know. My mother wasn't a big cook either, so.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think, you know, the thing I was watching on the news last night was this how to drop a waist size, and they kept saying portion control.
Yeah.
And they said, what do you think 2 scoops of peanut butter is? Or 2 tablespoons of peanut butter? And they showed this little cup with like this little amount of peanut butter.
Yep.
What do you think, serving of nuts is? And they showed it. And, you know, what do you think a serving of chicken is? And so some of these women, they had a big plate of chicken, little breasts, and some of them were taking the biggest one on there. And I looked at that thing and I went, I would eat about 3 bites of that and be done.
Yep.
And then they said the smallest one was the one that you should eat. And I think that, I don't know if it's because I'm smaller or what, but I don't eat
even that much.
Yeah. Even when I do eat, my quantity is smaller than what I think other people are eating. The chips was funny because there was a huge bowl of them, and then there was a little bowl with like maybe a handful.
Yep.
And I thought, you know, the chips a lot of people have problems with. I don't love chips. I mean, I like them, but I don't love chips. I don't crave them, and it's not, you know, candy is more my thing, chocolate. But, so those women are all like, I want that bowl. I'd eat that whole bowl of it. And I'm looking at it going, I'd eat the little one. So, you know, I'm thinking, I don't think it's portion control. I think it's just age and, you know, I need to work out a little because I'm lazy. You know, and it was all winter. I ate junk because you were bundled up. You couldn't tell, you know. I'm trying to eat, like, if I want a snack, I eat a yogurt with some granola, or I have like one of those little bags of nuts.
Yep.
They come like,
little,
you know,
diamond things.
Little things of, because I buy them for Abby, for her. You know, that's the other thing is the portions that I give her is about what I eat.
Yep.
You know, she's a little kid with a little stomach, you know. So if I'm making us food, I'll make like, you know, if I make pork chops, I make 1 for her, 1 for me, and 2 for Brian.
Yep.
And 1 for Sean. And those 2 could even split one because they won't finish it. And I very rarely finish mine. You know, so I'm just not, food isn't my thing. Lots of people use food as their crutch. Maybe it's because I was a smoker for so long, but food has never been my thing. And meat can gross me out. I don't eat meat if I've seen it raw.
Really?
No. I should be a vegetarian. I really should be, because I don't really like eating animals. And if I've seen it raw, I don't eat it. A roast I can eat because it's in the oven for so long.
You forgot that.
I forgot what it looked like.
Yeah.
But, well, you know, we have a grill, and Brian does the grilling. So he takes it and puts it on. Then I can eat it. Otherwise, I eat a lot of carbs because I'm not a huge meat person.
Cool.
Tuna I like, you know. I can eat tuna. I have had lots more energy. I will say it, too. I felt very, younger.
Yep.
Younger. and less stressed actually, which is kind of odd. But who was I talking
That's
to?
stressing.
My friend who brought me the electronic cigarette, who quit real cigarettes using that for like 3 or 4 months now. He was over and we were talking, and actually the Rachel who works for me too, we were all talking about cigarettes and that how our parents all smoked around us when we were young. And I said, you know what? I was addicted to cigarettes and nicotine before I ever picked up a cigarette. Because both my parents smoked in the house and smoked around me my whole life. So picking one up, no wonder it was so easy to get addicted to, because I was already addicted to it from secondhand smoke. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. Yeah. I caught Abby once with one from the ashtray, and pretending, and I grabbed it and said, don't you ever do that. They're terrible, and that's when we were like, no more smoking in front of them.